technical difficulties that'll get sorted out shortly. For now, I am Matt Holman. I am joined here by the TVX video crew. And I've got Alex Siegel today working the sidelines. So we'll check in with Alex periodically. But until then, we'll keep recording. Once you get the live stream up, you can go back and be able to catch up to the game, start it from the beginning. So we'll broadcast as if you are listening. And again, slightly out of our control. We've been trying to super test this for a while. And I believe I'm getting the word that we are up and running properly now. So hopefully everybody can hear me out there. I see that we are because I can see the video on my monitor. So again, a hearty welcome to everybody. You didn't miss anything. This is the opening face coming up. There you have it. Violation right from the start. That's Haliburton from Chapman went early. So Concordia will get that first all-important possession there. Those of you following along at home, go ahead and refresh your data page. For Concordia's roster, we did get those numbers corrected for each player. This morning, they're having an issue with their New Jersey order not coming in on time. So we got that straightened out for you so you can follow along with us on who's doing what and who's not doing what. That's Jacob Aho that was in the drive, but we got a crease call, off-ball crease call violation. So that's going to give it to Chapman, and that's the kind of thing that I think you watch the interviews pregame and go ahead and go back to those at halftime. Each coach mentioned how, you know, it's going to come down to, and there's another little just kind of mental errors right now. Seems like both teams are playing a little tight. Jacob Aho, excuse me, with the ball there. That's Sean Goodell, 34. 13 is Owen Springett. It is a little, it's been kind of a steady mist, light rain all morning here in Orange County. Brand new turf field here at CUI. They're quite proud of the upgrade of their facility. There's a shot. And I said save, but that's a goal. Jacob Aho starts it off for Concordia Eagles. Just a left to right split dodge. Upper right corner. Our game clock is as accurate as you're going to see today, folks. The electrical system here has been having some issues, so their new scoreboard is not functioning properly just yet. So again, I'll do my best to keep you updated with all that's going on. Alex will do his best from the bench area. That's Mr. Haliburton from Chapman with his first base. Parker Haliburton, excuse me, with his first face-off victory. You can hear all the communication going on. Chapman's feeling it out here. Solid ball movement so far. Good first defensive stance. Concordia. The question I heard this week from a few folks is, could Concordia's close D stand up to Chapman's attack unit that has been balling out of late? So far the game plan is working just fine. There's a shot off the corner. That's 28 on the shot there for Chapman. Parker Core. And there's a good use of the slick ground. You saw that ball take off. That was Garrett Stemler on the shot. Chapman's first mini line out here. Excuse me. Dylan Gardner with the ball. Coach Cooper mentioned some of the catalyst or keys for his team. There's an inside look. Oh, good first save there. Oh, whoa. Dangerous goose back to his goalie there. That's Tyler Schweikert on the first save. His defender almost scored it on him, though. Concordia will take it again on second time on the ball. So we're constantly getting our technology sorted out here. There's a slip. Yeah, he slipped right in the crease. That's Jonah Rinaldi. Some good stuff. Oh, there's another good save. It's about to say we've got some good action again going on around the MCLA. Make sure I'm telling you the right thing here. Number 7 BYU defeats number 13 Florida State, 13-10 in Austin, Texas. BYU looking to bounce back after that Davenport defeat. Again, those of you that at home watching the stream, if you want to do yourselves a favor, I would just rewind it all the way back to the beginning. We did have some technical difficulties, but it was recording, so you can see the beginning of the game. Don't be afraid to refresh your page. There's one from Chapman, or for Chapman. That's an unsettled goal. Go with the TV. Little replay issue there. Now we got the replay. Thank you, sir. It's good that you wound it back that far. That's perfect. So we want to see that. Just got the ball to Gardner off the break. Unsettled situation. Coach talked about that before the game. He wants to minimize that. Coach Cooper wants to minimize those unsettled situations. There's Parker Halliburta. Looks almost the same spot that he just scored from. Gardner's looking to ring it up quick, and they're really, both teams are taking advantage of this slick turf. So 1-1 ball game now. I'm going to do my best to be a one-man stat show for you, but I've got face-off 2-1 in favor of Chapman. Could be wrong. Oh, that's a good save. Pick up by Irvin. Oh, Concordia, excuse me. Excuse me. He's going to get the trip call? No. Okay. Referee is right on top of that. Shook it off. Chapman ball on the turnover. Looks like the rain's letting up a little bit, which is nice. It's a fine mist now. Still annoying. Great for electrical equipment. Not. Gardner showing some hustle here on the ride. That's number 10 with the ball for Justin Vasu, junior midi out of Dana Hills, just probably 10 minutes away from here. We'll do our best to give you a snapshot of some of these rosters and where the guys are from. Pretty diverse group. That was Andrew Bloom. Oh, that's a good solid D check. Oh, pick up there. That was 26 that started that. There's a look. Oh, look across. Oh, and there's the turf monster. Got him. It is slick out here. Kind of a cloudy, dreary day on a new turf. But who started that off on the other end? I want to give him proper credit. That was Parker Core, midi out of El Toro. A lot of local product here. Friends and family are all gathered right in front of us. So lots of great SLC action today. Our CSU San Marcos team is playing a tough divisional game against 17th ranked Cougars against number 20 ranked Toreros of USD. And don't forget, tomorrow morning from USD we'll have NAU. Whoa. That's just a bit outside by number 21 there. We had a flag down. We're going to go to the live mic there on the field. We'll hear what's going on with that penalty here.
You have to point that microphone at the referee. Point it at the referee.
We'll get that ironed out. That was a 1-minute foul. .350 to go in this first period. Chapman's first man up here. Or Concordia's first man down. There's a shot coming. I need 2 clipboards. We're going to need a replay on that because I turned my back loose. We'll take a look at the TVX video replay here. Just good ball movement. That was number 8 that got that goal. Wiley Bonham. So 2-1 favor of Chapman. Oh, I was about to say that face-off looks like it's going to go Concordia's way, and it is going to go Concordia's way. So we're all even at the all-important face-off game, 2-2, if my records are correct. So Chapman's got a heck of a ride here going on. You got a timeout call, smart from Coach Cooper. So there's our first timeout. We'll take a moment to regroup. We will come back with a quick report from Alice Siegel from the sideline when we get back. Stay tuned.
If you're a player looking for a lightweight head that delivers power and control, string up the Under Armour Command Low.
In the Concordia huddle, it was all about discipline. Coach Cooper's not happy about his offensive ball movement. He says people are being too selfish. Obviously, they took that penalty in transition. Not happy about that, but the huddle was all about discipline, discipline, discipline. Back to you.
Great stuff, Alex. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, he talked about before the game. He's trying to get them to break some poor habits, and they're going to get exploited in a game like this, so got to be careful. So we're back to live action. That was Concordia's first time out of the half. And again, we're making do with what system we have here. So you might get a little choppy on the video at home and some static, but that's just going to have to be today. Oh, what a great shot and a great camera angle we have. Tell you what, Brandon Mayo let that one rip. We had a great camera angle on it. We'll check it out here. Don't have the replay. I'm so sad, Lewis. Hey, as long as the live stream's going, we can do without replays today, folks. You saw what's going on over here. Anyway, that ties it up. It's 2s all around, 2-2 face-offs. Oh, 2:22 in the game and a half too. That's going to be a hold, right? Nope. Legal touching white is the call. I think you could hear that. So Chapman's going to get credit for that one. Oh. Errant pass, and you got to wonder, was the stick a little slick? I'd say probably so. Oh, that was tipped by Black. I think that was Gardner that thought he had an easy one to pick off. Andrew Bloom recovered there. You've got Bloom. Spring it. And Aho out here on the midi line. That's the first line for Concordia. See, Chapman's extending its D a little bit here. As Coach mentioned in the pregame, you know, he said his guys have been reacting well to their scouts and walkthroughs. 4 games in, I think it's 7 days or 8 days. So your game, day off to, not a day off, next day to prep for the next one, game, next day to prep for the next one. So I think that's the first save. Oh, not a clean one at that, but it was the first save for Zach Rich from Chapman. So maybe that'll lead to something positive for him. Here's Chapman on the clear. Oh, another long pass, risky. And Chapman's gonna call a timeout, I think. Yep. Much needed, gather your guys. So this game is everything we expected. Alex will go over and listen in to the Chapman huddle, and we'll come back with a report from him. Stay tuned. And we're back after the Chapman timeout. We're going to go down to live reporter Alex Eagle on the sideline. Alex, what do you got for us?
In the Chapman huddle, they're talking about this last 52 seconds. They're looking out for man or zone coming from Concordia, so they're ready for both. Now, if they go man, look for them to skip it to the backside. They have a lot of backside cutters when the whole defense is focused on the front side. That's all I got. Back to you.
Thanks, Alex. Good stuff. Nice to get in. It's always good to get a little insight as to what's going on and what the coaches are thinking. You can see Chapman's being quite patient with the ball. And you have to on a day like this, especially this game. Let's see how they rule this. Okay, so let's see how it is. Looks like, yep, it's official. That's a goal. I have 14 on the goal, George McGurk. We're going to listen in on this penalty call.
Goal is good. Flag is wiped by the goal. Goal is good. We'll have an even face. Even face.
Okay, so it was a push call. The goal is good. That was number 14, George McGurk, if I have it right. I can barely see that clock over there, but I think it says 18 seconds left in this quarter. 3-2 ball game, favor of Chapman now. This is going to be what we came to expect, I think, back and forth all day. And it's really this face-off X with Halliburta, and that's number 4, Roman Smith, who I call his number, and he picks it up. So there you go. We're back even to the face-off victories. Good stuff. What a heroic effort by Roman there. I think that's going to do it for time, right? Yep. Okay, that's the end of the quarter. We'll step away, kind of regroup, and we'll be back with more SLC Game of the Week action. All right, we're back after that quarter break. Each team using a timeout there. Alex Siegel was listening, I think, on both huddles. Let's hear what he had to say.
Well, first of all, in the Concordia huddle, he wants to see better ground ball play on face-off X. So we'll see a new player at the face-off X here. In the Chapman huddle, they're talking about the clear, using more space. Watch for the overpass in the clear, so they draw offensive players to one side of the field. They'll reverse the field so that they can push the other side of the field on the clear. That's all I got.
Thanks, Alex. That's great stuff. And if I can do this right, we'll have a little special guest for us. Beautiful. That's a Concordia goal by number 7. Logan Perry, his first on the day. You got a replay coming up here. Just a good look from Jonah Randall, and step down, use the turf again. They're really making use of this wet turf. So we're back to the face-off X here. And I am actually joined by a special guest. I asked him to come up. Former Concordia coach, 2017 Division II champion, Ryan Brent.
How's it
Hello,
going, Matt?
sir.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for coming in. Your thoughts? I mean, what's going on with you now? You're at local high school.
Yeah, over at Korean Lutheran High School down the road. Oh,
Okay.
white ball.
Received your call.
All right.
Favor of your old squad. And how is that going for you, sir?
It's going great. Frees up my Saturday so I can come spend a little time with you, you know?
Frees up my Saturday so I can come watch lacrosse. Your wife is very happy.
Yeah. Yes, very much
Well,
so.
you know, there's pros and cons of you being around more for her, huh?
Absolutely. 2 young kids, so I mean it's
Yeah, that's right. You did have your second last year, so that kind of
Yeah.
led to your decision, I assume.
Absolutely. That
Yeah,
facilitated the move. So, but it's been great watching these guys perform. They're doing really well.
Right, and how does that, I mean, it's always an interesting, I'll say, take for any coach once you leave. You know, it's always hard to leave a team, and then, you know, you're being here local and being able to watch it. You know, how's that? It's mixed, huh?
It's rough. It's
Yeah.
rough. Yeah. I really don't like it. Yeah,
really don't like it.
I mean, I really enjoy the new coaching staff. Coach Cooper's done a great job,
Sure.
sort of righting the ship. You know, little turbulent after I stepped away, but you know, obviously the boys look great, and it's been a good start to the season. So,
Right.
You know, fun to watch now, but yeah, it's still. You're still trying to coach him from the sideline, and you're like, oh, that's not my player
It's
anymore.
a good thing we have you up here then, get you out of the way. We got a flag down situation. Chapman has one in the bag coming up.
A little offsides there by White.
Yeah. And hot off the presses here. Gotta love my action here. Unranked Georgia just beat number 14 Colorado State.
Ooh.
10-8.
Yeah, some wild scores this year.
So you got, and that's one thing, you know, you're probably happy to be on the other side of all that right now, because you just said there have been some crazy, and I don't want to say wild scores because we want to give credit to those teams, but some great, every weekend's like, holy crap, there's an upset, you know, there's a crease violation on Chapman, that'll end it. So now we'll report the penalty. We will come to Alex there and we'll find out what the penalty is.
27, offsides, 30 seconds.
There you have it. 27 white offsides. So Chapman will have its second man up, if I'm not mistaken. But getting it back to that point, you said it, Coach. There's been some really interesting scores. I mean, SDSU and GCU are going at it right now down in San Diego, and it's 2-3. GCU's up 3-2. Excuse me, I said it backwards. In the start of the second period there. So, every game in the SLC and now proven every game and pretty much on the weekend in the MCLA, there's nothing on paper that looks easy.
Yeah, the whole parity, across both both sides of the country now, it's pretty incredible. Oh, shot wide.
Errant shot there, just a bit wide.
Just a bit wide, yeah. I'm a little bit ashamed to admit. Yeah, I still check the Twitter every now and again, so I'm pretty tuned into what's going on. But
right.
Yeah, it's been cool to see some of those teams that are probably you don't usually think about, like South Carolina's having a great season and fun to watch. Oop.
Right. And we'll stay with you here. That's going to stay. He said white, but it's black ball. If you guys have a question, if you want to tweet it in at SLC Lacrosse, I'm here with Coach Ryan Brent, former head coach of the 2017 Division II champion Concordia Eagles.
Am I allowed to give updates? I just got a text.
Yes,
that,
you are. Please do.
Our boy Ronnie Fernando, former Eagle goalie, now playing in the MLL. He's going to be recapping this game on LSN afterwards.
Nice.
So pretty cool.
Thank you, Ryan. We like that. Yeah, I'm sure you and Chris Marshall. Oh. Oof. Those are opportunities you don't want. That ball took off too.
Yeah, we're glad he missed that opportunity. Yeah. Apologize in advance for the.
He's not wearing green, folks.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. It's okay to promote your former team and the team you follow. I mean, why not? That's what sports are about. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we got a lot of good friends over on the other side too, with
Sure.
Dallas and Joel, and that's our coaching staff over there.
Yeah,
And Scott, their offensive coordinator, actually used to play over at Concordia.
At Concordia for a year. So.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that. Brian Cooper, gave good praise to Dallas and said, I'm going up against coaching staff that sets a standard, and I think. And yeah, we're both biased now, but in the SLC, I think a lot of the coaches, you've been there for years, and everybody was good about sharing and looking out for each other kind of thing.
Absolutely. A lot of respect.
Yeah. So here we are, Concordia's first possession here of the second period. We are all even now at the 9:20 mark, coming up on 9:20, excuse me. Somebody asked us, the raining conditions are definitely slowing down the game. It's kind of best as it's going to get, though. And how do you like this new field after you left? I mean,
right after I left, they put it in.
Hey, there's a message, mister.
Exactly. It's great. This is a good matchup here. Let's see, Aho.
See the early slide there.
Skip, one more.
Oh, good find.
Great
find, yeah. That's Sean Goodell on the goal. Take a look at the replay here. Compliments of TVX video. Thank you very much. And you kind of
good ball movement. Nice skip pass over there.
You kind of called out both looks.
Yeah, Chapman got caught with an offensive midi on playing defense. So
right.
Initiating right there was a smart play by White.
So a 4-3 score here. Chapman is going to get credit for that face-off victory off the early move. I credit Sean Goodell with that goal properly.
Yep, Sean Goodell just got named captain from we got two captains from Oregon playing on the Orange
Lake
County
Oswego
team.
High School.
Yeah, Lake Oswego, and then we have Cade Christensen, defender from Salem, Oregon. He's another captain. He's a defender. Big number 24 down there.
All right. Yeah, you don't know what's going on with this team.
Not at all. Not at all. It's funny, both teams, right? We actually, a lot of the Chapman players, Orange County guys, are guys that we actually recruited.
Right. You
but
guys are
wound up
battling. Yeah, that's
choosing
true.
Chapman. So
Good check.
Interesting to see these two teams compete. Oh, nice stick.
That's tip ball. Oh, defender didn't see that happen. Got it?
So we got it.
Playing
Got
without
it.
your stick,
Quick
yeah.
whistle. Good.
Yeah.
Here we go. Running.
I see a little kind of brightness coming out, which is nice. Dry out the field a little bit. Oh, shoot the ball.
Have it. Oh.
Oh, my goodness. That was number 7 there, Logan Perry, junior midi out of Dana Hills High School, 10 miles away or so. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of, and you just said it, a lot of guys, Orange County talent, Southern California talent on both teams. Probably old high school. Oh, there's an inside look with a great save.
Nail's not shy. He'll have this. Oh, nice save.
Yeah, he's starting to get on track, Zach Rich, there for Chapman. That's 3 in a row. 3 quick saves. Again, the Bergen Catholic High School out of West Milford, New Jersey. Really routine clear here. That's Cade Christensen. Oh, excuse me, I got the wrong number there. No, that's Cade Christensen.
That's Cade. Yeah.
The old eyes are playing tricks on me. Well, I'm trying to juggle here, as you can see. 2 rosters, the Twitter feed.
I'm proud of you, actually. This is a lot tougher than it looks.
Yeah, but feel free to tweet us at SLC Lacrosse.
Yeah, deliberate possession here. Obviously, they're going back and forth. I think both teams are going to want to, take their time.
Right. I mean, you always say it, and I think it was Coach Cooper. Yeah, he said that during the pregame. He was like, I know it's cliche, but every possession,
They count, yeah. I mean, just missed.
Decent shot there.
Yeah, I mean, that I think in the past, one of the emphases, there we go, that we had is, we like to run, like to get up and down, but, being smart about picking your times. And
right.
You saw that on that last possession for Concordia. I think they would have wanted to have a better shot.
Right.
In retrospect.
And to your point, Coach Cooper said the exact same thing in pregame was, I'm trying to get him out of the habit of doing that. And one thing, you can't play everybody running and gunning like that. Because you're going to run out of, you just can't play good teams that way.
No, and after a little bit,
there's another one. Not going to go. No. We're dealing with a little feedback here. We're trying to minimize our electricity here. Something's going on. But our TVX crew is making adjustments on the fly, and we love them for that. Oh, it's probably the wireless.
Oh, wow. Great backhand goal.
I'm sorry, Coach. I turned around. You're going to have to call that replay.
Feet inside. Backhand goal number 3 on Chapman.
We'll call it with some excitement.
Yeah, tough to watch as a Concordia fan, but great play. Yeah, I'd love to see that one again.
There it is.
Sorry. Yeah, it's Tyler Miller, local product out of Los Alamitos. Good backhand goal.
So we'll try to get that static straightened out for you guys at home. Sorry about that. Checking all our connections and rechecking. Of course, right when things seem to dry out a little bit.
Got a timeout for Chapman, and let's see, we got about 4:31 left in the half. 4-4 game.
All right, we're back up here. We had that timeout, and I saw Alex working the sideline. Alex, what do you got for us?
Well, in the Chapman offensive huddle, they're very happy with what kind of looks they're getting off this side pick and roll. They're just looking for more backside movement, more ball movement. Every coach, hounds the ball movement. Now, defensively, they're talking about this end line play that Concordia keeps running with a big little pick at X. So they're going to try to get under that pick and keep the pull on the matchup with the attackman and try to slow play that with the shorty. Back to you.
I appreciate that, Alex. Thank you. There you have it. Some game inside. Oh, there's an inside look. Oh, my goodness. But he's picked up.
Oh, nice save.
We got a flag down.
Interesting.
I think he just called unnecessary, but we'll check with Alex, and you want to give us a report on this penalty or just listen in.
White, 1-6, unnecessary, 1 minute.
So that was a little unnecessary roughness, and I think I saw it, Coach, it was just a little off ball after he got rid of the pass. The defender kept running through him.
Yep.
So, I mean, you call, is it 4-4? Yes, it is 4-4, correct? That's our score.
So interesting look here out of Chapman. We have David Howard, freshman, up at the top point here with the ball. He's a big shooter. Oh, great feed. Oh, nice save as well.
I'm with you, Coach. I'm with you.
So, just taking a look at it, unfortunately, it looks like, Chapman is getting the looks they want offensively with the shot selection.
Right.
Just making great saves in cage with Schwenkert for Concordia, and missing the goal by a couple inches there.
Now the scary thing there is, as you know as a coach, that stuff starts to fall.
Exactly. That's I'm getting a little nervous about it. I mean, that's.
I always say they're tuning in the radar. It's like you're just dropping bombs, and eventually it's going to start dropping. Oh, that was untouched. I like the idea, but I don't think. I think he was throwing over to Garner there, but he wasn't quite sold on the ball coming to him.
I think they had inside open.
Yeah,
they had inside open.
The
too,
inside guy ducked and
yeah.
was like, "Was that for me?"
Yeah.
So we're still on the man down clear here from Concordia. Coach Cooper has crossed the midline in the box there. And now just reminded he needs to get back.
I always felt that was a polite suggestion to stay in a box like that. And we're calling off sides, but they had enough back, maybe too many men on the field.
Too many forward, though. We always count forward. See, now that's a coach for you.
No, I do know that is the way that they do it. Sometimes the counting to 7 just happens much more quickly than I think is possible.
Yeah.
So,
well,
I've been wrong before many times.
Here's the thing, and fans in general, it helps them to educate. They'll say, "Oh, they're not offside; they are offside." Either way, and that's tipped. That was tipped. Let's see if they catch it.
Oh, there it is. Too many men on the field. So that was the
that
was the call. Yep.
I would have liked to see this official say tip ball though, because if there was no flag down.
Too many men on the field. Take the goal. 30 seconds.
He's not observing. Substitution error there, looks like, after they came out of that man down. So this is Chapman's 4th attempt here at man down. So as we just said, eventually these things start to fall.
Yeah, you don't want to give a team like Chapman these kind of opportunities. Backside.
Wow, I lost track of that pass right there. For the most part, though, Concordia is really picking up on this. Considering they've been man down here for about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, they're letting 6 have his look. I know he's a lefty finisher, so
140 coming up on 140 to go in the second period here.
All right, and we're all even.
Yes, we are.
So interesting to watch on the backside here. 6 is an attackman, and they have him matched up against Logan Perry, the short stick.
He is
what
actually.
happens here.
I got some insight from Coach Hartley. They run 2 middies in a fourth attackman
Nice.
as their first line. And so, yeah, as you just said, you're going to get some mismatches, if I can, easy for me to say. Or you can get tongue-tied.
Oh,
Oh, that's
check.
a great poke check
Oh, he
by
got it
number
back.
10
Wow.
there.
He got it back right away.
Justin Basu, playing the great D at Dana Hills High School. And there's your number ones against your number one, which you love to see. Cade Christensen, the captain. Coach talked
Oregon
about it.
here.
Yeah.
They came down to Southern California so they could play against each other.
All right, Salem Academy Christian School of the Kaiser, Oregon. We got the defender hung up here. That's Stemler with the ball, number 6 for Chapman.
Oops.
Oh my
save.
gosh!
He unofficially has a lot. Of
We're,
saves, right?
we're both looking at each other like, are you keeping safe? No, we do need a statistician, but he's getting barraged here with the shots.
Oh, nice.
Oh, tried to go 5-hole on him. And you said Tyler Schweikart.
Schwenkert. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but I think
you are.
I think I got it right. He's actually from Beckman High School, which is also in Irvine.
Right,
so
yeah, Tustin, yep.
Oh, flag
Got
down.
another flag down.
Oh, and that's the half.
Well, we're gonna
That's
see
the
what. They're all moving kind of slow here. We're gonna wait and see what happens here before we step away. Kind of all waiting in anticipation here, but
It's hard being this far from from the action.
here we go.
Yeah, Siegel's got it. Yeah.
Number 3 up there. Table. Let's see what's going. Block was offsides. Number 3 will be in serving it. It's going to be a technical foul, 30 seconds.
Okay, so that's easy enough. I don't a lot of drama leading up to that. So we'll have Chapman coming into the third quarter, being offsides, down 1 man for 30 seconds. And just as a little special treat, we are going to go ahead and replay those pregame interviews for you folks, so you can get a word and see if coaches are right. And first, we'll start with Coach Hartley from Chapman. So we'll let that run, and we'll be back with second half action. And thanks. We're here with Coach Hartley. Dallas, welcome. Another rainy day.
That's right. SLC game. It's always raining.
We'll make it brief. But, this last week we played 4 games. What impressed you the most about your squad?
The ability to play back to back with 1 day of rest and planning in between. I thought that for the young group, they did a good job of understanding the game plan and how it switched from game to game and executing it. We were far from perfect, but I think that we're getting better each game in certain phases. It'd be nice to put them all together. But yeah, I thought that just the game planning and walkthroughs without practicing, I thought we responded well.
And just to that note, you mentioned doing that as something as a preparation for national championship play. You've got Concordia that moved up, obviously having a great season so far. What's the mindset for this week? This is our first divisional game within the SLC. So how do we approach this?
Well, we had UCLA first, so this is our second for us. They're really good, and we've got to bring more intensity, and we've got to just win the hustle stats. Ultimately, execute. But both teams are really good, so ultimately it comes down to execution and effort and 2.
And I always have to ask this, especially this game, because the 2 face-off men are having incredible numbers. Same thing, mix it up, long poles, things of that nature.
Yeah, Halliburton is our main go-to guy, and then we've got a couple guys. We've got some clampers, we've got some laser guys, and we've got our long pole we'll go to spell him. Just give the guy a different look. He's really good. He can go forward, he can go backwards, he likes to go to himself. So it really is contingent on wing play and ultimately how we scrap.
Well, I'll let you go. Get to it. Good luck, Coach.
Appreciate it.
And there you have it. We'll catch up with Coach Brian Cooper from Concordia University in just a few minutes. As promised, we caught up with Coach Cooper here from Concordia Eagles. Coach, good to see you. It's a wet afternoon, new turf. I like it. everybody's wondering what's going on here at Concordia, and I'm wondering, what surprised you from the Simon Fraser game last week?
What surprised me is that we were able to score in a variety of ways. We always try to get goals, manufacture them in unsettled transition, get back ground balls on the clears, all that type of stuff. It's pretty hard to score 6-on-6. So I was impressed by our ability to manufacture goals in other ways.
Okay. So that mentality of going quick and running gun or fun gun is still here?
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say that we definitely – I like to push when we have the opportunity. And then, if we don't, we have to be a little bit smarter. I think that's something that I've definitely tried to instill a little more discipline with the ball value in it. If we have it, they can't score. And I think in the past, we've done a lot of running here, so I've had to try to break some of those habits.
Yeah, some basic principles of playing the game. Yeah. So now that you've been here for a few games, we got you when it was your second game of the year, I believe, first game. Who do you look to now as a coach, as your team barometer? Like if he's going a certain way, which kind of get the feeling for the guy.
I think there's from senior take you, and our two senior captains, Jake Pence, number 2, is the vocal, energy leadership guy. Connor Reed is the other senior. He's our long pole midi, number 16. He's one of the best ground ball guys in the country. And when those guys get ground balls and those guys are talking, everybody listens, and that lifts our whole team up. Yes.
Sure.
Yep.
That's good. And the last question, and your keys to success today, what did you guys work on? What did you focus on today?
I think these are two very good teams. Dallas is one heck of a coach. He's the standard out here as far as coaching goes, and so they're going to be disciplined. They're going to be good. I think whenever you have two teams like this, it's ground balls. It sounds cliche, but whoever wins that middle of the field, I think, is going to win this game.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So I'm going to let you get to it.
Thanks,
Stay
man.
dry.
Yep.
Yeah, and there you have it. I mean, it's a game of fundamentals. It's going to come down to that. It's going to be decided at the face-off X. So we'll be right back with live action at the SLC game of the week in a rainy.
Shalom, Israel.
I feel good.
Support the Uganda Lacrosse Foundation by donating at www.ugandalacrosse.org/donate/backthecranes.
If you're a player looking for a lightweight head that delivers power and control, string up the Under Armour Command Low.
Second half action about to begin here on the campus of Concordia University in Irvine, California. We ended the half with Chapman receiving a 30-second penalty for being offside, so Concordia starts with possession. They'll come down on a man up. I believe they're second of the day, if I'm not mistaken. We ended that second quarter. We were talking with Coach Ryan Brent, who's the former Eagles coach here, 2017 Division II champion, and there's a shot and a goal. That's number 21, Brandon Mayo. So that's his second of the day. And that'll pretty much end that man up situation. Thank you again for sticking with us on the broadcast today. Great Twitter action going on that we were getting caught up with at halftime. Our friend Virtual Varsity is always lending a hand, showing some clips and such. Appreciate the feedback there. Matt Holman on the call alongside, Alex Cade is down, or Alex Siegel. Alex Cade, my buddy from Adrenaline. Alex Siegel is down on the field there, giving us some insight as the game goes along. TBX video crew always by my side. The weather has changed for the better. Dylan Gardner's working on a different defender this time. Oh, they are trying to. That could be a push there. Yeah, well, he got a loose ball hold. That's a good call. Off ball action, if you saw right by the crease. Number 8 for Chapman was just hooked and thrown down. Wiley Bonham. And, of course, uneducated fans will always complain about a call against their team. Of course, their team never does anything wrong, is what I say. Always makes me chuckle. There's another great save. And, man, I mean, these guys are really balling out today. See Chapman on the clear, or excuse me, Chapman on the ride. Cordy on the clear. Get it backwards. Nice move. Again, Justin Vasu on the clear, one-man clearing show. So 5-4 ball game here. Pretty much everything what we expected. And here's Concordia really trying to work on what Coach Cooper was basically imploring them to work on, was slowing the game down. Taking quality shots. Referee's going to straighten that goal out. I was wondering why they didn't do that a little sooner. They're already into the third period, but at halftime it was GCU 5-2 over SDSU. They're playing down in San Diego in the rain. We'll get some more score updates as we go through this half here in front of us. Rain has stopped here in Orange County. There's a save by Chapman. And that's a whole lot of trouble, though. Concordia Eagles are swarming on the ball. The Panthers, great shot off the goal, but Concordia will retain possession. Concordia really showing some patience here. I like what I see. Now that was kind of a forced shot by number 13 there, Owen Springett. His initial move was good, and then he got defender recovered, just kind of forced that shot. Oh, here's a quick mover, Rinaldi. Woo! Quick feed off the restart there. You heard Coach calling for a delay and being politely overruled by the official. Correctly so. That's 13 with the ball. Owen Springett. He's got the short stick midi on him. Before Chapman, Jack McKeon. We got Rinaldi against Kyle Souza. Backside look. High bouncer. Zach Rich with the save. Concordia retains possession again. Okay, now this is a long possession here from Concordia, and they're starting to get quality shots, kind of like the same thing we saw out of Chapman to end that second period where Coach Brett and I were talking. The 10:30 mark of the third period. There's a slip. Let's see if Chapman can come up with it, excuse me. And they do. They still have to clear it. Okay, that's 28 with the ball there. Parker Core. Successful clear. So the Panthers are back on offense. They're looking to get their first line on. Excuse me, that's the second line. Blake Lee, George McGurk, who has one earlier. There's the two short sticks going at it. Oh, errant pass again. Can the defense save it? No, they can't. I thought maybe that kick would have kept the ball over, but it didn't. Trying to see if we can get an update on that CSU San Marcos USD score. Check their Twitter feed here. As we have live game action, Gardner's going to work. I've got a flag down here. A little extracurricular coming up. So Chapman's got a free one coming here, and you don't want to rush it. So taking their time. Garner with the... Is that not a flag down? Yeah. Okay, I heard that from here. It's going to be a foul on number 10, Justin Vasu. Okay, you heard it there. At the 8:36 mark, we are. Justin Vasu with the 1 minute penalty, so we'll see Chapman on the man up. And this is something both teams probably do not want to get involved with, is giving each other easy man ups. So we'll take a look here. Great ball movement so far, and we got a face dodge on the man up. Almost had it. Concordia is doing a really solid job of man down right now. And here Coach Hartley, I don't know if you heard that, but he's referring to number 2 from Concordia in the middle. Basically throwing empty stick checks at the cutter. Oh, that's a great feed. See if he got the push call from behind, and he did, and he was pushed from behind because he was standing straight up and ended face down. So Chapman will retain possession. But Coach Hartley was there referring to his man number 3 there, Tyler Miller, was just cutting through. Penalties coming to an end there. Oh, that's a goal. You got to credit that one to 21, who threw the pass. And that'll count, unfortunately, for Concordia. We'll see if you can catch this replay here. He's going to throw, he's trying to throw a feed in there. And he gets it back right here. And it just gets knocked around and hits that upper left corner. So that's going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-5 ball game. 7:36 mark. It's always good to have a ball at the face-off. You got a new one out. So this has been really important here. Chapman's going to come up with this face-off. Just a lot of great MCLA lacrosse action today. GCU up 8-2 now over San Diego State, deep into the third quarter. Oh, Chapman's starting to find its stride. That's number 8, Wiley Bottom on the goal, assisted by number 7, Dylan Gardner. Take a look at that TVX video replay for you. Just a great ball movement, good backside cut across the face of the crease. There's another face-off win for Chapman. Now Concordia wants to get a stop here. Fortunately, the folks with their rain coverage have moved a little closer to the field than we'd like, so we apologize for that. See if we can't get them to slide back a little bit after this quarter break and get the whole field action for you. Now here's the patience thing on offense here for Chapman. Now they got the substitution. Concordia is able to easily recover. And interesting note here, Parker Haliburta for Chapman, number 9, and Roman Smith, number 4. Both the faceoff guys are still stuck on the field, but Haliburta's going to get himself off. Smith cannot get off just yet. If he were to sub then, he would have given Chapman a really easy, uneven situation. So, oh, great call there. Oh, that is a goal by Tyler Miller after number 7, Dylan Garner, with his second assist in a row. Tyler Miller, number 3 on the goal, excuse me. Waved at him to come through from behind. We may have to go back a little bit on the video replay. If you can see him there, he's behind. He kind of waved right at him, said, come. And that's that senior leadership you got to like from Garner. Talking to his junior from Los Alamitos High School, Tyler Miller. Seal Beach, California, not too far from here. Up to 405. 5:23 in the period, 5:23. And wow, that's another Parker Haliburta face-off win for Chapman. And again, at this time of the game, I always seem to lose count of face-offs, but that happens. There's Garner going to work as a senior, trying to lead the way. Oh my goodness. Did not think that was going in, but it did. Panthers have woken up, but you know what? Concordia has proven to be able to score quite quickly. So we are far from done here, folks. You want to take a look at that, Lewis? There we go, TVX video replay. .507 in the quarter there, 5:07, Lewis. Oh, you guys just zoom in when I say things. Yeah, that's a hold. And again, both face-off guys are staying on. Their subs are waiting for him at the midline. Excuse me. That might be an adjustment that was made by, I want to say Chapman really, because Haliburta usually comes off. But they saw something at halftime that led them to believe they should kind of work to keep him on, being Roman Smith, number 4. So here's Chapman on offense again. And Garner's really asserted himself so far this period with the 2 assists and the goal. He's almost triple team there. Going to draw a lot of attention when you're him. There's the sub again. So you do have the mismatch. This is 14 Owens. Oh, excuse me. It's the wrong 14. George McGurk, who has one already. I don't think he's going to be able to go. Roman's a solid young man. Oh, great job just to get that shot off by number 3 there, Tyler Miller. Defender draped all over him. Some great lacrosse action here. Oh, great slide there. Solid pickup. 16, Connor Reed, one of the captains of the team. Coach Cooper spoke very highly of him, rightfully so. Here's a double. You thought he wanted to move that one more time. That was Wiley Bottom looking for one. Start of the 4th quarter in San Diego, 9-3 GCU over the Aztecs. Lopes over the Aztecs. And Ronan Smith is really putting in some work on this defensive stand here. We'll see. He looks, like I said, he's a solid guy. Or Roman Smith, excuse me. That was off the Chapman stick late. I think that's going to go. And it does. And Concordia gets a good deflection there. Good defensive stands by the Eagles. Now they're going to want to do something similar here where they control the ball. As you heard Coach Cooper at halftime in his pregame, you know, he's trying to encourage them to be slightly different ball clubs than they have been in the past. And at this level, you really have to be, because you've got to value every possession, which they do. Obviously, I'm not saying they don't. Slight delay on my Twitter feed. Again, the Wi-Fi here, there's a big hillside, kind of in a weird spot where we're not getting cell reception on any device. About a smidget of that little tiny bar on the far left. But I'll do my best to answer your tweets as they come in. No, you can't call me. I won't answer. Oh, here's a step down. Nope. Good backside look. That's number 11. Oh, jeez, that's going to leave mark. Straight up, straight up. Oh, good job, goalie by Jack Rich again. Zach Rich, excuse me. Seems to be the only one tracking that. So you see that stick is on the far side of the field. He cannot go over to get that. Now what one of his teammates wants to do is grab it and hand it back to him, which they just ran by it. So I guess there's a little communication there, and now a teammate realized that I think we got a timeout call. Okay, yeah. So we have Concordia timeout. When we come back, we'll hear from Alex Siegel from the Concordia huddle when we come back.
There's no better feeling though. There's nobody out here that has worked harder than I have. There's no
And we're back, and we're going straight down to Alex Siegel. Alex?
Well, first of all, in the Concordia huddle, he's speaking of composure. He says that the Concordia team has scored 9 goals in a single quarter, and he says, look, 3 goals is nothing. We just have to keep playing our game. Right now, the ball isn't bouncing our way. Just turn our luck around using our effort. Full effort for this last quarter and a bit. In the Chapman huddle, they're talking about this simple clear. They spent most of the time speaking of this clear. Back to you.
Thank you, Alex. Good stuff. And again, Coach Cooper is staying true to form. Just encouraging his guys to take it step by step. And they have scored in bunches. So we're going to start here in the corner. Chapman's ball. Smartly going to give it up to his defender. Easy pass right there. Good ride on Concordia's part. I was going to say, forced it to go out of bounds. Oh, solid face dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure. Coach Hartley disagrees. I'm not sure where it was either, but referee is standing right on the line. So we're going to give him the call and the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Yell out 30 seconds.
Let's see it offense!
Our field mic volume up a little out there. That's okay, though. It's cool to hear sometimes. We just don't want to hear the wrong thing. 9-4. 13:50 to go in San Diego. 9-4 GCU over Aztecs. We got a battle going on here. Backside look. Solid face dodge. 7 with the shot. Just off the mark. Concordia's going to run that down. Excuse me. Chapman's a bit of a scrambler here. That's going to do it for the third period, folks. I don't have my score right if I'm mistaken. Thank you. We'll step away. We'll be right back.
If you're a player looking for a lightweight head that delivers power and control, string up the Under Armour Command Low.
Yeah, we're back. And Alex was just talking with Coach Cooper. Alex, what do you got for us?
Well, first in the Chapman huddle, offensively, they love their early offense. They scored a couple goals early in possessions there. And then defensively, they feel good about their matchups. They're slotting well, they're recovering well, and they're beating Concordia to the backside with their midi approaching the backside dodge. Now, on the Concordia side, he spoke of just winning the first ground ball, one ground ball at a time, one little thing at a time, and to climb themselves back into this game. He did mention that they want better spacing on offense to dodge on the backside. Back to you.
Thank you, Alex. That's good stuff. And all with what I agree with. It all starts with this first ground ball. So far, nope, Chapman's going to lose. Oh, good pickup. Lost my roster here. That's Jack Phillips, number 2, with the pickup there after he lost it on the good ride from Concordia. Chapman just posted a 4-goal third quarter to Concordia's 1. Pretty even scoring early on. First quarter 2 for Concordia, 3 for Chapman. Second quarter, Concordia got 2 more, Chapman only got 1 more, but that third quarter right now is the difference in the game, the 4-1 goals. And you almost think, was that Parker Core at El Toro High School, you have that much time, you almost put too much heat on it and you lose a little accuracy. We really love the field sound right now. Really directing traffic there is Coach Hartley. There's an inside look there. 8, shot, goal. Wiley Bonham. I believe his 3rd for the day if my stats are right. So Chapman comes out firing. We'll take a look at the TVX instant replay on what is now turning into a nice cool afternoon, damp and cold. Just a good drive from behind, and his defender just gave him too much space. Now this level of the game, you don't want to give them 2 steps because 2 steps is all they need. So back to the face-off, and both teams have a pole in the sideline. They want to keep it dirty here. See who can come up with this ball. So far, Concordia has it, but they've got to clear it to get the. Oh, good hustle. Great job by Concordia's long pole there on the wing. Seeing the right number. Coach, I think, spoke highly of him. There's a break. There's an. Oh, what a great trail check. Look at the action here. Just sit back and watch this action here. Good stuff from both teams. Playing hard. I don't even want to stop to look at the roster to see who's doing what because you miss something here. That's a Concordia goal there. It's our rain screen. It's coming down on us here, but we don't need that anymore because it's not raining, so we're gonna move that out of our way. Okay, there's a little momentum. Can he get, oh, he goes coast to coast. We got us a ball game, folks. I guess I don't have to say anything beyond those dang bugle horns. We got a replay of it, though. Oops. So we're back to live action here. 9-7 ball game. I know, I got you. Crowd's getting restless. You know, you just hope fans would just watch a game sometimes instead of saying it's always against them. There's a push call. Okay, it's going to go back the other way. Everybody wants to blame somebody else for. Okay, too many men on the field, so it comes back. Substitution error by Chapman. You don't see that very often at this level. Concordia back on. We're laughing up here because our windscreen just tried to adjust it. Adjusting's not good. Came right down on us. So that's a silly. Got the silly call there. Or silly play by senior Dylan Gardner to kind of give him a baby shove, and there's an inside look for Concordia. They get the loose ball back. Nope, it's kicked around. Chapman picks it up. 27, he's got to clear it. He's got an outlet here in the long pole. Concordia is showing some life here on this ride. I promise not to touch anything else in the booth. Of course, when we take that rain screen down, it's probably going to start raining again. So, oh my goodness, we do try to have a good time here. So where are we at? We're back to live action. Fourth quarter, 10 minutes to go. No idea what the score is. 9-7. And that's a really smart save there by number 17, Blake Lee. I think that was tipped. No? Oh, okay. Thought it was, but it was not. Concordia will have to clear it. This SLC game of the week is everything that was promised and more. Definitely want to thank Concordia for having us here. It's kind of rainy, early March, Southern California afternoon. (9-7) score. Rinaldi looks at backside. That's a good shot. Rinaldi to number 13. Oops, sorry. Oh, and Springett. Assisted by Rinaldi on the TVX video replay here. See, Rinaldi just presses upfield. It's like he draws a lot of attention. And Springett just slips away from his defender. So 9-11 to go. 8-9 ball game. Thank you, Randall. Real important face-off here. I'm going to say face-offs are about even if anybody's keeping stats at home. Excuse me. So you got 20 Jack Fisher with the ball. This is his first line. Jack's out of Santa Margarita High School here. I've been saying all day, but that's probably about 20 minutes away. There's a double coming. Backside look. That ball's not going to get there. Oh, it does. Oh, but he's offsides. But a pretty good play. And that ball's loose, so that defender can push him legally over the line. Obviously, he's got to push him from the side or front, clearly. But I think his momentum, just racing up from 10 to 15 yards back, carried him over that midline. So good play, but unfortunate ending at the end for him. But I do like the hustle. Chapman still has that 1-goal lead, and in this game, you'll take it. Cool ocean air has just blown in here. Getting all the elements here. All the elements are hitting us today. We're seeing great patience by both these. Oh, there it is. Oh! Started to say great patience by both the offense and defense, really, in my opinion. Sometimes you can play defense to create easy offense, but right now Concordia is doing a solid job just playing base. Chapman's got the ball moving now. So you do see a lot of standing around right now on the Chapman side of the ball. Coach Hartley is instructing Stemler. Is that Garner? Kind of a 1-4 type thing. That ball is still skipping around, as you can see. That metal structure back there, nothing's broken. It's a good feed to the. Oh gosh, that's going to leave a mark. Yows. Oh, great backhanded shot. Better recovery on D, though. And here, Coach Harley wanted him to move it. They had Concordia's defense for a second there. Now Chapman's going to be subbing off, bringing on its seconds. Smart move here. After that long possession, some fresh legs on. You don't want to give up, have a long possession, make an errant pass or something, and give up a fast break to Concordia because your O-middies are tired. So that's a smart change right there. Again, I apologize for not getting back to you via Twitter. Service here is kind of keeping us from a lot of different extras today, so we're just worried about getting the game, and Gardner gets a shot off. Stays with Chapman in the visiting black uniforms. Ronnie Fernando, ex-Chapman player, goalie, is looking for a stall call. Well, if you keep getting these shots, Ronnie, you won't get the stall call, but there it is. Because that shot didn't hit the goal. Neither did that one, so it's still going to be on, I believe. There we are. Okay, their hand swiping is the count, so there is going to need to be a shot on goal. And here it comes right now. Oh, Jesus. No angle on that shot. Sometimes Blake Lee is going to capitalize on the shot clock. Sometimes you get that shot clock and actually creates offense. So you can see on the replay here. Nice backhand. Blake Lee's just going to press that shot. He knows the clock is winding down. He probably had hardly any angle on that. Even Lewis is shaking his head with disbelief. So is that 10-8? 10-8. 4:13 left in the fourth, and we're coming down to it here. Oh, wow. Halliburton goes back, and then, oh, man. I haven't seen that back move yet. It's well timed, but Concordia comes up with it. If they can clear here. Good ride. Solid guy, though, Roman Smith. I mentioned it before. He's just a solid athlete. They're not in yet. Now they are. So we'll see if we get a timeout call here, or we're just going to let it play out. 3:30, coming up on a 3:30 mark to go. Wow. I didn't think he was going to get that off. That was number 11 on the shot. Andrew Bloom, sophomore midi out of Tribeca Hills, right up the road here. Cordy really knows how to apply the offensive possession, I tell you. Oh, great defensive play. If he can come up with a ground ball. What? Oh my gosh, what is going on here? Wow. All that started with David Brewster, the freshman midi out of La Jolla Country Day, anticipating that pass and getting his stick in there and knocking it down. Here's another loose ball. Concordia hustles on the ride. No one's stopping the ball yet. Thought I heard a timeout call, but I think that was just a fan maybe encouraging his coach to call one. I didn't have an angle there. That was Sean Goodell. (13 against 13). Backside pass. A loose ball in front. Picked up by 17. Shot. Score. Jacob Aho tonight's sponsor. It was the All-State Good Hands Play of the Day, I'd say. See, this deflected off as a backhand pass. He's able to pick it up, turn around, and convert that into a goal. Folks, guess what? An SLC ball game is coming down to the wire. 1 goal difference, 2:05 to go. Did we expect anything less? Oh, and here's a miscue on the face. Halliburton wins it clean. Look at the senior leadership here. Doesn't have a clean fast break, slows it down, and values his possession. Coming up on the 1:40, minute 40 to go. Regulation time here. And yes, and I'll answer the question before it's even asked. You probably could see a stall come quicker than. But they're not going to call it when you first bring it in. They're going to wait a second here. You'll see the referees communicate to each other if they're not attacking. So there it is. Timeout Chapman. Smart call. And what Coach Hartley is doing is stalking the sidelines. He's waiting and waiting, and the referees start to look like they're communicating to each other. He calls a timeout. Smart play. We'll step away, come back with this last minute and 5 seconds of play. Hear from Alex Siegel from the huddle. This is the SLC Game of the Week.
There's no better feeling knowing there's nobody out here that has worked harder than I have.
All right, we're back. We're going to check with Alex Siegel. Alex, what do you got?
With 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the game, Chapman has 1 timeout left. We're gonna see Concordia double the ball here, and Chapman just try to keep the ball. It's going to be a game of keep away. Now you'll see Chapman's defensive lineup on the field with an LSM actually on offense, just in case they turn the ball over. Again, 1 minute and 5 seconds, 1 timeout each team, and we're playing keep away.
Great.
Back to you.
Thank you, Alex. I like it. Smart. This is something I haven't seen, a new wrinkle. You've got a long pole just playing free out here, and they can throw it to him. I mean, you got the ball in your hands of your number 1, Gardner. He's over to number 14, George McGurk, who has 3 today. So either way, that was the other timeout from Chapman. Smart stuff. I wish I could get on a PA and explain the rule to the fans here because they're all yelling the wrong thing, but that's okay. We'll take another break. Be right back with the last 48.
If you're a player looking for a lightweight head.
And we're back, and I saw Alex Siegel catching up with Chapman. So, Alex, what did you hear?
So Chapman has the ball here. Concordia doubling the ball, and you'll see that Chapman has an open guy because they did not pull the goalie out of the goal.
Okay, yeah.
37.
And that's fine. They got the timer on. That's 30 seconds. And they did that at 35 seconds, I think Alex Eagle just said. Oh, that's going to get legs. Nope. Oh, what a save. And Chapman can literally just let this run down. It's going to leave about, I don't know. Oh, I guess Coach Hartley was yelling. See, there's a lot of time. 6 seconds. What a check. What a check. And that's going to do it. What a game, folks. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is going to do it from here. Our final score, 10-9. SLC Game of the Week action. I mean, wow, good stuff. We will take a break, step away, and come back with some post-game wrap-up thoughts and more. Alex Eagle is down the field with Coach Hartley and our SLC player of the game. Alex, take it away.
All right, so we got Blake Lee here, a senior midfielder for the Chapman Panthers. He had the game-clinching goal to put them up 10-8. How's it feel?
It feels pretty good. We're just out here. We're working on it practice every day. We got to just put those things together.
Going forward, so you've now beat who was supposed to be one of the better teams, is one of the better teams in the SLC North. Going forward, what are the goals for the rest of the season?
Well, we've had a pretty big, hard stretch of games coming up. We've got a little bit of distance between our games now. We're just going to be getting back at practice this week and coming after that and just really getting our clears down and not failing clears especially, and just finishing on the goal a little more. We had a lot of good shots today. We just got to put those on cage, and I think things start to get together.
So you've had a couple of close games in the beginning of the season. What does it say about your team to keep coming out into those close games?
Well, we've got a lot of young guys this year, a lot of freshmen that are getting a lot of playing time, and it really says a lot that we can hold it together and not panic toward the end, especially when we got a little big stuff going on.
Well, there's your shirt, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Now we have Coach Dallas Hartley, 10-9 victory. What does it say about your team that you keep coming away with these close victories?
Well, we practice a lot of these situational, occurrences, end of quarters, end of game. And then, we knew that they were a good offensive team and that they would probably make a little run, so try to keep your wits about you. And I didn't want to burn any timeouts early because I had a feeling it would be a close game. This is now the rivalry in town, so it's always going to be a close game. It's always going to be hard fought. And, this is the first time Concordia has been in the SLC North, but, this is going to be a long-time rivalry.
Yeah, that's a great point because Concordia just moved up to Division I, and now they'll be your crosstown rivals for seasons to come. What was the week of practice like coming into a great game like this?
Well, we played Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. We were scouted in all three of those games. Then we went off on Wednesday because we had to take a day off. So really we had Thursday to practice and yesterday to walk through. So I felt like our preparation could have been better if we had an easier schedule there, but it is what it is, and you got to be ready to go when it's time. So, these are the kind of games that get you ready for the tournament. They get you ready for just playing and putting in a game plan and executing it trying to execute it with not a lot of time.
So Blake mentioned you have a lot of young players this year. What have you seen of their growth for the first half of the season?
Well, we've been able to win some games. We play 7 freshmen all the time, and they're stepping up. We knew they were good when we recruited them, and we knew we had spots to fill. I'm proud of how they're playing. We make some mistakes that we probably won't later in the season or as they become more veteran, but you got to roll with them now so that they're ready when come playoff time.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, Alex, thank you. Great stuff. We're going to sign off here, get cleaned up, get home and check the scores. So, again, for TVX Video, Alex Eagle, Concordia, Chapman, I'm Matt Holman for the SLC Game of the Week. Thank you for watching. Remember to tune in tomorrow morning, 10:50 a.m. We'll go live from the campus of University of San Diego. Remember, it's a clock set ahead tonight, right? Yes, ahead. Spring forward. Oh, spring back, excuse me. Set your clock, spring forward. I don't know what I'm talking about. Randall, thank you. And we're going to get off the air. Thank you.